to try to break the habits. I changed my mind, now I can have it. Make me feel alive. I've got nothing to chasing after. I had myself to blame. I knew it meant disaster. My arms went up in flame. I ran until the morning, bit my heart from my chest. I put my soul into
those brass ones. What a move! Stunning!
Good to go, Sean.
Welcome everyone to the Microsector episode 11, or should I say season 2 episode 1. That sounds better actually. It sounds like we've been extended for a longer contract. I am Sean Ghost Muller. Microsector tonight is not brought to you by Australia Post or Streamlabs OBS. They can both go jump off a cliff. Joining me in the box this evening is the one and only Sandman.
Evening, Sean. How are you?
Yep, we're good. Moving along.
Better earlier.
Yeah, moving right along.
Joining us also is the one and only Troy Big Guns. Hello, Troy.
Howdy, boys.
And also joining us is the one and only Jamana.
Good evening. I'm not going to
An
ask how we
extended
are.
team tonight.
Yeah, so we've got a bit of a special one this evening. I was hoping to have maybe a couple more admin join us, but obviously, yeah, well, they're just above us, too busy playing with their PS5s. Well, they can just get stuffed. So it looks like everyone can hear us, which is good. So that's a good thing on Troy's end, which is fantastic. So this is going to be a bit of a weird stream, so I'm going to be controlling the screens, and yeah, I don't know how this is going to play out, but we'll give it a red hot crack. So coming up tonight, we're going to just have a quick. Everyone is very quiet. Okay.
Everyone is very quiet.
Okay. So what that means, Troy will have to go into his party settings.
And pump it up.
So if he goes into party, and if he goes into party settings,
Partay.
and just audio mix and go all the way to non-party audio. Non-party audio. Yeah, that one.
I am all the way on non-party audio.
All the way?
All the
Okay,
way.
well that's a little bit strange. Troy is loud. Okay.
Troy is loud.
Is it any better if I go that way? Yous might need to talk for that.
Yeah, well, I'm
On
talking.
your OBS there, Troy, where you're seeing the little thingamajig jump up and down.
Yep.
Whichever one that one is, pump it up. And that should turn
It's
the chat up.
it's max.
It's full up.
Yeah.
It's to the max.
You're maxed out.
Okay. This is, what a great day this is.
This
Really
could
enjoying
turn
it.
out to be the shortest microsector of all time, people.
Yep, very much so, because I've got my Yeti right to my mouth, and my Yeti is a weapon.
Yep. I've got my mic as loud as it'll go.
Mine's not even as loud as go, but I know if I put it too loud, it'll blow up.
It's all right. It's all right on the phone, but I mean, some of the guys might be watching on the PC, and it's always a little bit quiet. Everyone else's voice on the PC always comes up a little bit more quiet. So.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, turn up your volume, people. Compensate.
Hang on. Yeah, that. Alright, cool.
Moving right along.
Oh, man. Alright, so basically tonight we're going to have, debrief round 1, a bit of a preview of round 2. We'll open the floor up. I was hoping to have more viewers and more people in here, but we're going to open the floor up and just have a bit of a chat as admin. And then, we might even discuss. I'm totally I'll never get flustered than I am at
That's
the
all
moment.
right.
And we'll discuss our favourite cars that we've driven from the Thrill-House/Sector 1 days.
Oh, we're going to go that far back, are we?
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
I've made a graphic, of course, as I always do. Yeah. So starting off, we'll start off with round 1. What a fantastic round it was at Yamagawa. I'll just come straight out and say I'm glad that piece of crap track's done with. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's
I,
an
I like that track.
yeah. Well, my curse continued. I think Troy will agree with me 100%.
Yeah, you can keep that track.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we go. Spoken and authorised by Ragged Edge Racing.
You got on the podium, Claude. Come on, it can't be that bad.
If I told you what my lead up to that race was, you wouldn't believe me. It was crazy. I woke up on the couch at about what time did you guys see me come into the lobby? A second before quali started?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I woke up on the couch and I meandered over to the PS4 thinking I still had half an hour, and I said, all right, I'll put in half-hour practice laps because I hadn't done a single practice lap. Woke up on the couch, meandered over, said, all right, log in, sat down, turned it on, qualifying starting. As soon as I got into the lobby, I didn't even have audio coming through. So without audio, I for some reason decided to exit pits and go on to a qualifying lap. And thought, fuck this, I can't do it without any sound on. So I just pitted at the end. If you watch the replay, I've pitted at the end of the first qualifying lap, stood up off the rig, connected everything for audio to come through. It was just a schmozzle. And then ended sitting back down and putting in, I think, a qualified 10th or something like that. But I think I'm going to go that way again in future. It's the best result I've had in 3 seasons. So.
I was going to say, keep doing what you're doing, mate, because it worked well for you on Sunday.
Just fall asleep on the couch and wake up 10 minutes before. I was lucky to make it. Yeah, I don't know what woke me up, but anyway. I saw the troubles Sean had. I did watch the race back, and mate, there was a hell of a long redress, let me say.
Yep. So Troy, if you could hit the BMW points thing, please, and we'll bring the points will pop up now. Well, this will either work really well or won't work at all.
Back to you in the studio.
Oh, mate.
How'd it go, Troy? Did it come up?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I've got to wait for him. So the points will be.
We're on delay here, so we're still waiting to see.
We're on ABC time. So we'll cover off BMW first. The Muffin Man got the win there in BMW, Aussie Hampton BMW M3 Challenge from Tankmaster. NASCAR with a brilliant performance to get a podium as well, which was fantastic. Superfly and Mo, they had a bit of a conversation through a couple of corners. And that one played out, but I do believe it was a racing incident as it was judged by the stewards team, which is fantastic for both parties concerned. The Group A race was fantastic, really good actually. I really enjoyed calling that. That was a lot of fun. Definitely seeing some patterns emerge already, though. I think we've found our top 3 or 4 up the front.
Click it on it again, the BMW points. Bring it back up again. Tough.
No, it's a rolling thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and as you can see there, so look at a couple of surprises there. Look at Filthy up there in 9th position, just slid his way up there.
He did.
The old fox.
So he passed me on that last lap. He was flying. Yeah.
Well,
massive improvement.
I was catching all ears.
Yeah. I wasn't worried about you.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You were, mate, but you were coming from too far back, unfortunately.
Yeah, tell me about it. We'll cover off what happened to me in a little bit. Looking at the Teams Championship as well, Lucky's Lawn Care just kicking off where they started from last season. Really got a really strong team this season, so it'll be one to watch. As well as Switchblade, they'll be looking very strong for the Teams Championship as well. The Group B race, a little bit surprising. So basically what happened, so to cover it off very quickly, we started the race and unfortunately Paul NASCAR put it on one lap. So we basically, we had a bit of a false start, and that first lap I absolutely nailed. So the second restart went even better, but coming up over the top of the sidewall out of TK2, I ran it too wide, copped myself a 0.5 penalty, but I copped the penalty as I went down the hill, so I couldn't burn it there. So I had to wait to the straight. Burnt it on the straight, and I was like, okay. I was calm. I just started breathing. I thought, okay, it's all good. So I was sitting behind Womble and who was it? I think it was Grassy's. Sitting behind, saving fuel, feeling good. Yep. Into the hairpin, I just got my braking marker wrong. Really, I aimed straight up to it. I got it wrong. Womble did brake a lot earlier than I braked. And yeah, I proceeded to give Womble the old SS Jumbo right up the rear end and send him into the stratosphere. So, of course, I waited for the redress, and then Womble decided to go off again on his own. So what that did is I had to wait again for him to catch, and that just completely ruined my race. And then, yeah, so I changed my strategy on the fly, and yeah, it was just a nightmare. Straight up nightmare. It was horrible.
Curse continues.
The curse continues at Yummy. So, yep, can't wait for that thing to get thrown in the tip.
Well, I took a wild stab in the dark at what the strategy was, because I had no idea, so I just did the one stop at 15 minutes, pulled into pits and had a look at the fuel and tried to calculate what it was, and took a stab in the dark and missed it by about a lap, which meant in the last 3 laps I had to go into mass fuel conservation mode, and probably giving the right guys the top 2 steps on the podium, who were really the guys that were on fire. Shanubi, I believe, one of the new guys.
Yeah.
Which was great to see these new guys filter through and see where they sit in the pack, and he's up the top at the moment, so good first up performance by Shanubi, taking the chocolates.
And yeah, so what we'll do as well is we'll actually we'll preview round 2 for each category on their own. So one thing I'm going to try and do this season in the Microsector especially is give each category their own time instead of going Group A then Group B. So we're going to talk about the Aussie M3 Challenge. So so coming up is Brands Hatch, and I'm going to give you the hot tip right now, Group B. I am bloody motivated. I love that place. I haven't turned a lap yet, but I plan to really dial in on Monday. I'm even going to put off setting up the PS5 and all that because I'm that motivated to get a good result.
Wow.
Jemana's back, I believe. How's the hand? You ready to go hammer hand?
The hand wasn't the problem in the weekend. It was the foot.
Oh, so what do you got? Foot, hand, and mouth disease now?
No. I had a bit of gout, in the foot, but it's all, all gone now. So
All
I'm ready to
better
go. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, no, definitely be back for Brands.
So Group A, of course, I think we'll see another fantastic battle up the front between Tackmaster, the Muffin Man, Jimmy Superfly, and Mo and NASCAR. Those top 5 seem to be the class of the field at the moment. But as we know, Brands Hatch, get it wrong by half a metre, and she is toast.
Oh, it's a different sort of test, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Completely different. There has been some strategy talk as well. A lot of people are saying that, the one stop, we'll be back to the one stop. But I have spoke to a couple of people, and I think the 2 stop might be the go here as well.
Did anybody 2 stop last race?
I did.
You did?
Yep. It was the quicker way to go because of the short pit lane. So definitely looking forward to that. And the Group B race, well, who knows what we'll get in Group B because, well, I could completely stuff it up again, which wouldn't surprise me. Also, before we move on to the 458 Competizione, I want to give a shout out to Grassies as well. Fantastic drive with one hand, mega effort. Should definitely hold his head up very highly. Well done, Grassies. Okay, Troy, if you press the 458 Competizione points button now, also known as GT points, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
I will make sure I put the right one up.
Yep, cool. All good.
Yeah, that was a pretty good race from Group B.
Is that the race you were in, Troy?
Sean's race.
Oh, in BMW. So,
And your race.
Am I correct in saying, Sean, that you're not racing in A as listed there?
No, so because of stream, well, who knows with this stream at the moment, if I can't get it right, we might have to revisit that because I don't know what to do with him. Anyway, that's not for tonight.
We'll get it right.
So no, I will be staying in B, unless things change. It looks like I will stay in B. So my main focus really is team points for Ragged Edge. That's all I'm worried about. And definitely atoning for the crap that was Sunday.
And that would sort of see the first guy in B pop up.
Yep, so I can bring him up now. I can bring him up now. So Shiza will be stepping up to the
Welcome,
Group
Pardo.
A, as well as Filthy and yourself, Claude. So you just get to play with the big boys.
Yeah,
Put your
we
big
can
boy
do some
pants
back
on
and
and
back all week.
big boy pants on and swim into the deep ocean. So, also, moving on, pardon me, moving on to the next level, 458 Competizione, the Group A race. Wowee, what a race that was. That went straight to my top 5 races I've called in all the nearly 3 years I've been doing this. That
Top
was
three for me.
that was sensational. VLX and Brocky started off with one of the best qualifying sessions we've ever seen,
Yeah.
as those two freaks just casually dropped 31 fives.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
And VLX with a super clutch lap right at the end to pinch pole. The start was interesting. So Brocky got off to a good start and was sort of a bit of to and fro, and VLX sort of didn't get a great start, but he moved in. He went completely off different strategy to everyone else. So we really had to wait for him to come back to the front of the pack, and he was closing on Brocky. He was in an alien car, and VLX was absolutely flying. And they got to the Frippo, and there was a bit of a moment, a bit of an incident.
Yes.
And then VLX got in front, and we thought, oh, he's absolutely pulled this from nowhere, and decided to run out of fuel.
So it was an official out of fuel, was it? Not a redress.
No, it was an
As
official
May first.
an official out of fuel.
Wow. Jeez.
Big heads up to Knuckles as well. Huge drive from Knuckles to finish on the podium. Just sort of proving that early season prediction that he will be one to watch in the Ferrari, considering his experience there.
Experience definitely helps.
Yep. Did you want to have a chat about your race, Troy?
No.
Oh.
My race pretty much started from I was running late to quali. I made it just in time for the last test start, and I just wasn't ready. Just falling off the track everywhere. First couple of laps were okay, and then that was it. Pulled into the pits, and I almost had one of them moments where I was going to leave, but I thought, no, it's got to be show a bit better than that.
Does that see you come down to BMW?
Oh, wow. Wow.
The
Wow.
one we didn't see race, obviously, on the weekend or the weekend before was Mountain Goat. Who did not race, and he's another one who we expect to be pretty strong.
Yeah.
Challenge for the title time, and it'd be interesting to see him how he goes against those big guys. Against
Guys, I
those aliens.
thought Morgan raced well as well. He had a really solid drive.
Did.
Hijacker is his normal consistency.
Jacker and Ricky Bobby doing
Yep.
their sort of silent but deadly routine.
And then the Group B race, wow. Didn't the former M3 champ just assert his authority on that?
Did he ever?
Wow-wee. So D-Flow just went, bang, I am going straight to 458 Group A, and I'm not leaving. With a mega drive. Huge drive also from DB007 from the back of the grid. Like, seriously, come on. That's a little bit of that stupid stuff right there.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, that was.
It was a far from clean drive too. I think I recall maybe 2 or 3 incidents he had where he may have come in contact with the wall, so he could have been a lot closer to that top position.
But what that does do now is, I'll just read out the grid for Sunday's Group A race 458. So we've got Brocky, VLX, Knuckles, Morgan, Hijacker, Ricky Bobby, D-Flow, Diego, DB007, Lucky, Speedy, Artie Got the Thump, Scooter McGavin, and DJ Brain. If that doesn't get you excited, nothing will.
No, that's a creme de la creme.
Yep. I do feel for Mountain Goat though, he's got a bit of work to do now to get up to Group A, considering he missed the entire round, so he's really going to have to get his skates on if he wants to get up and play with the big boys. Moving on to Group B as well, so big shout out to Maverick, aka the Goose. Fantastic drive. He does love the Ferrari, and he definitely proved that he really is accustomed to it with a fantastic drive. I did old Wakey as well for Aussie Hampton. I thought drove really well. So he can definitely hold his head up high. So the grid for the Group B race will be Maverick, Old Wakey, Scotty G, Berry, V8, Karen, CB, Black Project, the other Tyrone, Just the Atom, the Bad Doctor, Mitch, Hard Soft, and Mountain Goat. And I reckon all Group B going, oh great, Mountain Goat, yay.
How
And he'll be there for a little while now too. He'll be there for at least a couple of rounds.
Yep.
he can play around with.
No D-flow to deal with, but we got the kid to deal with now.
Yeah.
He can play around with me. That doesn't sound very good.
Yep. Oh, look at that team's championship.
Yep. So the racing car like legends on top from that that rich bastards over at CP. But it's all right. You know, we're at Ragged Edge. We've had a discussion. We know what we need to do, and me and Brian Ake, I'm sure. Me and Mr. Bumcrack, the plumber, we'll get our heads down and make sure we get some BMW points. And we know Hijack is solid. We just need Troy to lift this gang a little bit. Yeah. And that's all right. I know he's got a lot on his mind, and he's under pressure. And him and mid-rear cars are like oil and water. So.
Well, are they a two-team partnership as well? CLL and LLCR?
Yes, so Lucky's Lawn Care and Racing Car Like Legends are a two-car operation. And who's got something on in the background and I can hear an echo?
That's probably
so
me. My controller just cut out. I had to put a new one in quickly.
Oh.
So all what you
Yeah,
just spoke
good work.
about, no one heard.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Awesome.
we heard. Oh,
Yeah, no one else heard, but that's all right. Wow, wow, we've made it to season 2 of the Microsector. We might get past episode 1.
we're limping bad.
So if you want to change the screen now, Mr. Guns, to the combined screen, please.
Done.
And these are our combined teams championship points, and this is probably the most prestigious.
Prestigious.
It's the bloody good one. Evening Crazy, hope you are. So I know that we haven't got many viewers watching, but guys in the chat, you know, if anything you want to talk about, we are going to open the floor basically for you guys. So anything you want to chat about, we'll chat about it. So there we go. So Racing Car Like Legends and Lucky Lawn Care are first and second. You have got to be kidding me.
God, really?
Good on them. Good start.
No, good start. There will be some investigations going on though, because that's. I'm not sure about that. Counterpunch there in third. Switchblade in fourth. Karen's made sure we all know about that.
Yes.
Blacklight in
Black
fifth.
Light. Look
That's
at old
fantastic.
Blacklight there
Yeah,
in
that's
fifth.
fantastic to see them in fifth. What a difference a season makes. Look who's at 14th.
Oh,
Oh,
a bit of
yes, wow.
Couple
They
of
only had 3 cars
non-right.
racing in round 1, so
I know, but you know they dominated last season in the team
Indeed.
and
I
they
suggest
are.
we're not. What's the term I'm looking for?
Let's not
they
poke
don't
the
write
bear.
them off.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's not poke the bear.
Ragged Edge in 6th, Obsession in 7th. So I feel that battle between sort of Aussie Hampton, Obsession, Ragged Edge and Blacklight, that's going to be a good one to watch. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in and having a crack and beat my old team. One of my old teams. Actually, 2 of my old teams. Actually, 3 of my... There's a lot of
Moving
old
on.
teams there.
I think once I get my act into gear in the Ferrari, we might start seeing Ragged Edge go a bit higher.
There we go, see? Here we go. We're just starting to flex. It's all good. Don't panic.
Early days yet, boys. Early days yet. 5 rounds
Yeah,
to go.
very early days. All right, so we'll get you to go back to the slideshow now, Troy, if you'd like.
Yes, I do like.
As one says, it's not over till the fat person starts singing. Oh, the fat person! Wow,
Oh,
wow,
oh,
politically
very
correct. Wow, we.
Come on.
Well done.
So, coming up, of course, round 2, Brands Hatch. The Ferrari around Brands Hatch. All I've got to say is, glad it's not me.
Good luck.
100%.
It's not too bad to tell you the truth. I think it's better than Yummy.
Oh.
for 3 laps?
Oh, I'd go 5. 5 is that's it's about the max.
Gets a bit loose after 5.
The BMW might use its front tyres a little bit around there. There's a lot of fast, long corners around there, so it might be a bit of a struggle.
I haven't turned a lap yet, but from what I've been reading from my team chat, yeah, front tyre wear is...
What's that long, quick
Hawthorns?
right-hander, Sean?
Still Hawthorn?
Yeah, I think she's going to understeer through there quite badly.
I think it'll understeer from Hawthorn all the way to bloody Stirlings.
Yeah.
And I'll be swearing the whole time going, effing turn, effing turn!
But yeah, no, I think it's going to be a real test for the Ferrari guys. A different sort of test, as we said before. And look, you'd expect similar sort of names to be sitting up the front, but you know, it can surprise. It's that sort of track, isn't it, where, well, a lot of the tracks seem to be this way. Probably Yami not so much, where a single mistake can really cost you at Brands. We saw a few guys get away with some minor offs
Brewski?
at Yami last week, where that doesn't happen at Brands. If you hit the grass, you end up facing the wrong way, not the right way.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's going to be interesting. You know, if a DB drives away, he won't win if he makes that many errors around Brands, and same goes for everybody.
Yep. So it's one of those tracks, you either love it or hate it. I absolutely love it. I think it's... go right around there. I've had a couple of...
You won there a couple of times?
Just a couple.
Six time.
6 times.
I have a feeling you might be telling us about it a little bit later on.
Oh, I wasn't going to, but since you brought it up, I mean, I'm happy to. Brocky did my... Actually, speaking of that, so I just want to give a little bit of a couple of minutes to the 4-time champ, Brocky, aka the Cyborg, who is embarking on a big event on Saturday. He is racing in the SBS Speed Week competition.
Right on.
It is. Which is fantastic. So he's going... Apprentice of Brands is you, Sean Pruski. We'll talk about Brocky, and I'll come back and reply to that. So massive good luck to him. I hope he kicks some ass. I know he'll have all of Sector 1 right behind him. We'll get around him. Unfortunately, I wish we had a Sector 1 shirt or something he could have worn, just to give us a bit of a...
That's all right. He's got 5 layers of CP on, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there we go.
Not one Sector 1 badge on those CP stuff either, is there?
And also, that's right, and also the Muffin Man will be racing as well. In the same competition, which is very cool, like really cool. So to have 2 Sector 1 guys representing on a big stage, you know, big TV, bright lights, really awesome. I will be analysing the commentary team very closely as well, because if they're a bunch of duds, I'll be definitely sending off an email. But best of luck to both of them. I really do hope they kick some ass. And you'll see a few other names as well that we know from the past as well, racing in that race as well. But we don't care about them because it's all about Brocky and the Muffin Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So definitely get around them. And I don't know if it's live. I don't believe it is. Brocky, I'm sure, will fire in and tell me if it is or isn't. If it is live...
in Discord.
Let everyone know when it is. The Muffin Man says, just a disclaimer, I'm going to be the Eddie the Eagle of the field. I love it. It will be televised, Datsun. I'm just not sure whether it's live or it's going to be a delayed coverage. Unlike, SBS, I mean, come on, Sector 1 goes live every Sunday. We can do it, so, just saying.
Almost do it. Most of us have an echo.
I was going to say, yeah.
We were going to bring that up, were we?
Seems like the echo's gone tonight.
Oh, that's right. I just can't get game sounds now. But anyway, we'll work hard. We'll get to the bottom of it. We'll make sure we'll try our very best as always. Pardon me. Scooter says, if I find good pace, practice my lines, consistency relentlessly, nail my strategy, get into a rhythm quickly in the race, I perceive myself maybe finishing Group A, eighth in Group A. Not live, will be recorded and televised at some stage on SBS and Foxtel, apparently. Well, you know what? That's not good
Well,
enough.
whoever lives in Sydney needs to get on the blower, get a phone in there, and start streaming some stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I've always found live stuff's just that little bit better because it just adds that little bit of pressure. Not that Brocky feels pressure, but
No.
you know, cyborgs
don't feel pressure.
No, they don't. So what we're going to do now is, since we're going to sit around and have a chat now, we're actually going to open the floor to you guys that you are watching. If you've got anything you'd like to talk about, anything you want to discuss, you've got 4 admin in here as well. So, anything sort of we can have a discussion about. I'm sure there's probably an admin in chat as well that can answer some questions. We tried to get a few more in, but Filthy's, well, just been filthy. Mo doesn't talk.
We've only heard Mo talk once. I have anyway.
Yeah. Lucas is probably playing dinosaurs. And
Come on, Lucas.
Chase is probably
Trying to get a controller off his daughter.
Yeah, true, actually. He bought a PS5 and his daughter's already going, oh, yeah,
Well,
you
that's
think
the
it's yours,
question I
Dad?
had for everybody in
Thanks,
chat.
Dad.
First up, put your hand up if you got yourself a PS5. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Oh, have a look at him. He even stuck it in the chat and everything.
No, this guy.
Come through.
I got one.
It.
I got one. It's
Yeah,
just still getting made.
Still getting made.
Yeah. It's
Still
like
getting the updated version.
still over in Japan or China, wherever Sony is.
Who's
Where's
fired their
yours, Sean?
PlayStation up? Have you fired yours up, Sean? No. Oh, do you haven't received yours?
So,
Moving right along.
Is yours still in the post?
Yes.
Oh,
Australia
no.
Post
I was
still have
being
mine.
legit. I wasn't taking the piss.
Australia Post still have mine. It's still sitting in. Hang on, I'll bring it up now. And
Is it
I'll
at Port
tell you.
Melbourne or is it at the
No.
airport?
They've got it. That was it yesterday at 5:21. I haven't had an update
Probably
since.
gone back to Queensland and come back to
Oh,
Melbourne.
mate, I don't care where it's gone. Just hurry up. Wumble, keep the M3 for C. Discuss. Well, that is a bit of an open-ended question, that one, because I think it all depends on a couple of things. Personally,
Yeah, well, it depends on whether there is a season 3 starters.
yeah. Personally, I don't think we'll see a season 3 on GT Sport.
Oh, I think we need a
Personally.
break from GT Sport personally, but look,
Yeah.
I think we'll assess it properly once we get closer to the time. Let's enjoy season 2, get the most out of it, and then sort of keep our ears to the ground as to when PS5 GT Sport, whatever it is, 7, Gran Turismo 7 comes out.
I think in the
I think
GT7 they bring out some tuk-tuks, so we're going to probably give them to the BMW drivers.
tuk-tuks. I like a good tuk-tuk.
Well, one of the nice surprises would be if it was like 24 car grids.
Oh yeah, something
That
a little
would
bit
be.
bigger.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
you've got to be thinking in these terms, or even to be perfect for us, 28 car grid, and then all of a sudden we don't need to worry about splitting the championship any further. We just got 2 championships.
Dadson, what if my PS5 isn't here by the start of season 3?
Well, you won't be playing, Dadson.
Don't listen to him, Dadson. Mine probably won't be here either, mate.
That's the Scotch talking, Dan. We'll wait for you. Don't worry, mate.
I think that's the thing we'll have to weigh up as well. Look, there's a lot to sort of go under the bridge. Basically, the biggest thing is after this season, I know for a fact we'll be just doing one-off weekend sort of weekday special events. Just so, something a bit more fun. So more so, livery lords don't have to run around like headless chooks and get liveries. I think the biggest thing with running a season is there's so much behind the scenes stuff that a lot of guys don't understand what goes on to get a season going. It's a lot of work and it does take it out of us. as fuelers especially. I do get irritable as well, and we don't want that. So yeah, I think we do need a break. I just want to have a look at the crazy one. Which has been the closest community series you have had? Ooh.
Closest community series.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, how many have we had? We've had
I
the
think-
old
think-
BMWs.
Yeah, we had the Soda Wars ones, the
Soda
M3s. Then we had the Porsche GT3 RS road car. And then,
Didn't we have a Mustang for a little while?
yeah, we had the Mustangs. We brought the Mustang supercars back. And then we had the Renaults. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd have to say the most enjoyable to call would be the Mustangs.
Yeah.
The most enjoyable to call was the Mustangs. In terms of the racing, though, I think the Renaults have really proved themselves to be great to watch. They're fantastic. Yeah, really enjoyable. The standout drivers. Well, VLX ran a race in the Community Porsche Series and completely smashed them. We were like, okay, this guy's quick. Yep, cool. But there's been a lot of guys that have come up through the Community Series, like going back as well. Like, I think Scotty G come through the Community Series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think he did the Mustangs.
Yeah, so even further, we've had a few drivers come through and they've stuck around and they seem to like what we do. Womble says I'm always irritable. Well, coming from you, Womble, that's a compliment.
It's only 10 to 9, Womble.
Yep. Prusky, see you on track. Oh, he's okay. Just to answer Prusky as well.
He wants a little bit of to and fro with you, mate.
Okay. I've won 6 races at Brands and never, got a poster or anything. Prusky won 1 race at Brands and got a framed poster and put it up on his wall at work. Now, come on. Really? This guy. Seriously. No, look, I go all right there. It's plain and simple.
How'd you go your last time round there?
That's probably my worst race I've ever had at Brands.
What's that?
Yeah, I
Where'd you
finished
finish?
fifth, sixth, something like that.
Bad.
Yeah, just that was in the Corvette, which was straight up horrible around there. Scooter came out of the Community Series. Yes, he did. That's right.
My last race at Brands, I finished probably where I'm going to finish at Brands this season, 14th.
Just before.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'll
There's
get
actually
to that.
not many tracks this season I don't like, I think. I'm looking forward to most of them.
Yeah, we've got past my least favourite one. The rest I love. So, no, I was talking about Filthy. I mean, you made me a poster, but that was after I've got 6 wins there, and you actually made it for me, which I really do love. I love it. It's awesome. Remember, Prusky got this poster made after 1 win. 1 win.
Like a week later or something.
Yeah. So, Scooter's got a question. I'll put forward a question for a debate. What racing discipline that currently isn't represented in GT Sport would you want to see in the future in GT7? Current TCR, IndyCar, or former Group 5 LMP9? Ooh.
I don't know about IndyCars. I don't think IndyCar appeals to enough people worldwide for them to bother making a series out of it. For
These new spec supercars that are about to come out. How about that?
I'm going to go TCR.
yeah,
I think TCR, in terms of relevance, is fantastic. I mean, you look at every TCR car and you go, oh, I know that car, I know that car, I know that car. Like, there's real relevance there to it. Also, I'd love to see, and I hope they do it properly this time, bring back the old GT1 class from the late 90s at Le Mans. So you had the LMR BMW, the Toyota GT1, the Porsche GT1, the Mercedes that flipped over 100 times. Yeah, I'd love to see that class be done properly if I was going to bring back a previous series. But I think TCR for current series would be the way to go, 100%.
yeah.
Datsun, DTM, you may as well just go and play ACC now, mate, because DTM has moved to a GT3 category.
Yep.
So they've saw the writing on the wall. So it's interesting
NASCAR would
that.
be something different.
Yeah, NASCAR went all right in, what was it? Was it 5?
Yeah, 5 and 6, I think NASCAR was in. Yeah. Yeah. I think NASCAR, I think there's a couple of sort of categories that benefit from having their own platform. Like NASCAR has NASCAR Heat. GT3, of course, has Assetto Corsa Competizione. Formula 1, of course, has their own game because, you know, to get rights to a Formula 1 car, you've got to sell 3 kidneys. You know, those big categories really do benefit from their own standalone sort of game. But Gran Turismo, if it could align itself with TCR, because TCR doesn't really have a platform of its own to flex its muscle, and it is worldwide. There's TCR series bloody everywhere.
And they all use the same cars as come as well.
Are these
Yeah,
all
100%.
series that run under BOP conditions or not?
Yep. So they do have a balance of performance, which is adjusted quite a lot. You know,
It would
one
be fairly important for them to get that right for a change.
that's 100% correct. Yep. They need to bring supercars to it. Well, yeah. Look,
Maybe as a DLC for the Asia region or something like that. Maybe. I don't think it's got enough weight to be in a game like that on its own. You know.
yeah. Oh, Rallycross. Now we're talking, Mumble. Yes. Now I've always said that Gran Turismo shouldn't touch dirt at all. They just cannot get dirt right at all. But I'll tell you what, if they could put some rallycross tracks in and bring back some Group B rally cars, so, you know, talking Lancia Delta S4s, the Peugeot 205, Evo, the RS 200, you know, things like that, then yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
What's the tracks that they do like that with Ken Block and all that? Is that the Gymkhana?
Yeah, that's rallycross.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good to see.
So if you've ever watched the World Rallycross Championship, some of the best racing you'll ever watch. It's fantastic. And that would be really cool, actually, to, yeah, definitely something I think they could bring across. Brocky says Pikes Peak in the Escudo. Oh, yes.
No,
the
it's rubbish now. Pikes Peak's all asphalt now.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
it's all, yeah, exactly. It's all,
Sebastian
road.
Loeb owns the world record for that in some poxy Volkswagen, so who cares?
Wow, listen to the old man Jim Hunter there.
Fired up a bit, didn't he?
Yeah,
You
he
know,
did.
they've ruined that place by putting asphalt all over it.
So, yeah, so we'll leave it open for another couple of them. Have you got anything else you want to talk about, guys, before we get on to sort of discussing the last thing, and then we'll wrap it up pretty quick tonight because, yeah, I should get this stream sorted, but I'm not motivated to do it tonight at all. So
I don't think we could. It's probably a bit early to talk about what do you call it? Proper loss of thought. I know what I want to say, but I can't think of the word. Same kind of structure, potentially looking at for next season. It'll be still running a community maybe, or in the Group A and Bs, or I suppose it depends on what the PS5 brings, doesn't it? With GT7.
Yeah, we need
yeah.
to sort of get our heads around what the game's going to offer us. That's the big mystery.
Oh, crazy one. If you could pick one celebrity driver to race with, who would you pick? Is that celebrity driver as in race driver or celebrity that drives? You need a clarification. And are they dead or alive?
Well, you'd hope alive.
Well, no, you can always, you know, I would have loved to have driven with blah, blah, blah. It's a hypothetical, Claude.
Come on, Benny. Jesus.
Races.
I'll answer that question just off the top without any more information. I would love to have a chat with Jeremy Clarkson. I reckon he'd be hilarious without a camera in front of him.
Yeah, but he said to race with you. You want to race with Jeremy Clarkson?
No, I don't. Race. Ooh. Past in prison.
Yeah,
Oh,
good thinking.
I'll go Ambrose.
Ambrose. Ambrose.
Just
wow.
for Ben.
In a supercar or in a NASCAR?
Nah, he's
Well, it doesn't matter what car.
supercar when he was going well. When he
was good.
came back, he was pretty average.
Yeah. Bill Crosby.
Oh, God. Wow.
It's not 9 o'clock yet.
Oh, that's hard to race with. Because as much as I love Ayrton, to race with him in a enduro style, that'd be a real pain in the ass. With his, I would actually have to say, and he is my man, and he is a current driver, the mighty Kevin Astre. He's a Porsche factory driver. Do yourselves a favour and go watch his stint at the Spa 24-hour last year, his first opening stint, and that is pure GT driving at its absolute best. He is a weapon. Past driver, Ari Vatanen. If you know who Ari Vatanen is, he was an old school rally driver. He was a Group B driver as well. He survived Group B. Not many can say that. Freak, absolute freak on tarmac and on the dirt. He's just scary good. What do we got here? Filthy says Larry Perkins. Of course he does.
Yeah.
Womble says race with Chris Harris. Oh yeah, so I like that pick. Wow, Womble, I'm not repeating.
Oh, come on.
Wow. Wow.
Well, certainly knows how to upset a few people, that bloke, doesn't he? Far out.
Yeah. Dudson, I raced with Matty Campbell when he was 15. Matty Campbell, he is the next big thing, and I'm telling you, this guy, given another couple of years, he is going to be one of the fastest force factory drivers going around. 100%. The kid is a talent. 100% a talent. Crazy one. Oh, he's firing in the questions. I like the crazy one's participation here. He's definitely going to earn himself a reward.
Going to get a gold star for that one for sure.
If money wasn't an option, what race car would you buy? Oh, that's easy for me. I don't even know. Yeah, that's a piece of piss. That would be the Martini Porsche 935. Hands down.
Does it have to turn corners?
Yeah, I know where you're going with that.
I'd have a top fuel dragster any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, but whose?
What's his name? The girl's name? Reed. Daughter of Reed. I don't know. One of them. Ashley? No.
Ashley Force.
Ashley Force, that's it, not Reed.
There you go.
She goes alright, Ashley Force.
Yeah, she goes alright.
I
Her
don't
old
think
man was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in a top fueler anyway. I think she might be in a door slammer or a funny car. Funny car.
What about you, Claude? You gonna
Fuck, the most expensive one, so that I could sell it and go fishing for a month in Patagonia somewhere.
That's the form. Well, with the sort of money you'd get for buying it, you'd probably just go fishing in Patagonia for a couple of years or something.
Oh, month, mate, trust me. We'd get through it.
Wow.
Just
What
to go
about you,
fishing.
What about you, Jemana?
I've got no idea, to be honest.
The Muffin Man, a 1999 Commodore Olympic Edition.
I would.
That's because you got to keep spending money on them.
Yeah. Even though it's probably wouldn't be worth anything, and it's probably a tin aluminium can by now, I'd probably have the NASCAR that Dale Earnhardt died in.
Oof.
Macabre.
Yeah.
Because
It's
a bit grim and everything, but yeah, I reckon, that'd be a good one to have in the collection.
If you could pick any race track to travel to in the world, what would it be? I've been lucky enough to been to quite a few, but 100% Le Mans for me. It's something I need to tick off on my bucket list. 100% Le Mans. It's actually Le Mans and daylight for me.
I want to go. I wouldn't mind seeing Monaco.
Yeah, I'm with you,
Yeah.
mate. I think I'd be fine. Okay.
I want to go
From one
the.
of those big boats in the harbour there. That'd be great.
Yeah, if you throw a loan over the front, you'd be laughing, wouldn't you?
There we go again. Problem solved.
I really want to go to Daytona.
Boogity, boogity, booty.
Yeah, simply just for the atmosphere. You know, you got 200,000 people in a 2-mile radius watching cars go around for 5 or 6 hours
In a circle. Sounds fun.
in a circle. And probably, wouldn't mind going to Spa. That'd be nice.
Wow, good
Yeah.
doctor. I get Brocky's 6-lap winning A9X and make plane tags out of it.
Oh,
Wow.
It's 9 o'clock now, so it is off you go.
6. Give me a second. Just go for a top up.
That's pretty harsh. 6 laps, I mean, yeah. Where was the nearest Ford? Oh, that's right, parked on the side of the road.
That's for you, filthy.
Yeah, so I'll just ask
I was waiting
Troy.
for Filthy to have a blow up at the Ford thing today when he said his throttle stuck.
Yeah.
Bloody bats.
On your screen there, Troy, can you scroll right down the bottom of the scenes and can you see one sort of called race cars?
I do.
Alright, cool. Don't put it up yet, but that's your next screen. Ultimate Dream Race Rig setup. Alright. Ooh.
Oh,
How long's a piece of string?
not Rick Kelly's one.
Yeah, definitely not Rick Kelly's. I'd go probably myself full 4K 120 hertz triples with a SemiQ Pro, a proper motion rig. Actually, if you Google it, there's an F1 style rig. It costs about 150 grand. That one. Womble, favourite pizza. Oh my god, this guy. Seriously. This guy.
None, I think, is the answer you're looking for, Womble.
Yeah, definitely none. Yeah. It's just stupid. I think actually Womble should get a grid spot penalty for every time he mentions pineapple on pizza.
Lucky you're not racing this week, eh, Womble?
Alright, so we're moving on now to... We'll probably move along and... so we're going to talk about...
Chicken with pineapple. Yuck.
Oh, that's horrible. Barbecue
Delicious.
chicken with mushroom. Now, that's where it's at.
That's good
That's
too.
where
You know,
it's at.
we were starting to like you crazy, and then you go and say stuff like that, mate. Come on.
I know. Seriously.
Jeez.
Haven't you seen the Gordon Ramsay TikTok ads? Or TikTok things? Seriously. You donkey. Oh, Datsun. Oh, I've just got to read out Datsun as well. Managed a 23.8 first fly tonight. Pretty happy with that. Considering last season I did a 23.7 in my qualifying. Good work, Gillette, man.
Oh, yeah, well done, mate.
Just have a look there. Yep, cool. Awesome. All right, well, so if you could, we're going to talk about now our favourite race cars that we've raced. So the 4 of us in here have been around for quite a while. I think all of us are OGs, aren't we?
No.
No?
Through a house from about a week in, I think I was.
Yeah, I think I was a week after you. What about you, Troy?
I don't know the exact date or time, but it was pretty early. It's been a while.
Yeah, what about you, Germano? How long were you?
I was the season after the GTR got outlawed.
Okay, you're season 2. Okay, so they've definitely been a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to talk about our favourite race cars that we've raced. If you could put that screen up now, please. Young
Womble.
Troy.
23.8 slow as.
Wow.
Oh, come on, Womble.
Wow, this guy.
I think I did a 23.4 in the Lexus last year, Brent. So
Yeah, I could probably get a 22, I reckon. There we go.
Hey,
So
there we go. Some golden oldies.
yeah, so these are my four.
You got 4.
Yeah,
Wow.
I actually had 6, but I had to cull it. Now, people that know me, I
Every
name
car
all
I've
my.
ever driven.
I know. No, actually, no, it's not because there's at least 3 that could have been in there. These 4, though, the reason I picked these 4 is for different reasons. Number 4 is Bree. That was when I drove for CP in season 5, off the top of my head. Drove with the young man D as my teammate. We had a pretty good season, pretty successful. We did pretty well. Definitely the couple of highlights were the race I had at Suzuka with it, coming from 12th to 5th. And also getting pole at Spa in the wet with D right beside me, so we had a 1-2. That was awesome. Had a lot of fun with that. Number 3, well, if you've been around long enough, you know who Xena is. This is the car where it all began. Not the easiest car to drive. I'm giving you the hot tip. It was a real... You had to wrestle the absolute crap out of it. But, yeah, fantastic car. Great looking livery. Just, yeah, legendary. Number 2 is Angie. This is when I come in midway through season 4 and raced for Revolution Racing. My best ever race was in this car in terms of perfection. That was the Maggie West Enduro. Perfect race I've ever driven. No mistakes. Smashed the field by 20 odd seconds. Yeah, just had a lot of fun in that car. Really fun to drive as well. It was fast. Really fast. But number 1, it is Michelle. The Blacklight Hyundai, an absolute peach to drive. Just a little gem of a thing.
That's the Group 4 one, isn't it?
Yep, that's the GR4 one. Fantastic little car. Blacklight, of course, were the first team to ever get a 1-2 in a race. Me and the Bad Doctor dominated at Brands Hatch.
Can you remember those days when Blacklight used to dominate?
Yep.
come on, mate.
Good times, because I was driving for it. Just so. And of course, I do name all my cars, like the good doc as well. He names pretty much all his cars as well. Before we get on to our guys in the boxes, trying to read out a couple. Brocky says the Brock Balls Hyundai, yep, 100%. The Vortec BMW, Vortec, remember them? The CP Merc and the CP Vet. Basically all the cars he's won heaps in. Yeah. The good doctor says Kate, the Vodafone Aston, that is a gorgeous car, that one. And Alicia, the TMR Porsche Super Cup car. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, that's right. A very nice car. What about you, Troy? McLaren? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Is that the one you bashed around the mountain one year? I remember that.
I remember that, yeah.
Troy can't answer till he wins.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So you have to change to the
Follow
slideshow.
Oh, that's Dan's, of course, yeah.
Just change to another screen, Troy. To the slideshow.
Right.
So to reiterate, Troy said the Bottle Mustang, the Fujitsu Aston Martins, and the GTRs.
Yes.
Yes. Jamana.
My most favourite car would be the bonded Aston Martin when I was at Din Brothers.
Yeah, that was a
That was
pretty
a
looking thing, wasn't it?
beautiful looking car, and I won my first race in that car at Dragon Trails.
Yeah, because I had to leave that. Sorry, we won't get into that.
Because there was only 10 cars that day, but I still won, so it still counts. Didn't really have fond memories of anything else. The Aston Martins were pretty good that when I was at Din Brothers, and then of course the BMW because I won in that as well. So
Which BMW was that?
the Ronin one, the M3.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
What
It
about?
wasn't. Come on, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah.
Cool.
I've only ever raced in the Aston Martin. Really.
What about
Oh,
you,
and
Sam? Man?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sure.
The Lexus last year as well. I love that car. The Lexus is amazing to drive. So I did a ride at Brands last year in the Lexus, so I was quite happy with that.
Yeah, the Lexus.
Yep.
More arse than class.
Wow. Doesn't matter. It's still fast.
Amazing how
And
much the cars have changed, you know, with time when they muck around with the balance of performance. 'Cause I really hated that Hyundai, and it's the only other car I drove outside of the BMWs, whether it was the M6 or the M4. I think I drove for the first 4 seasons. Then I did a season in the Hyundai, or 2 maybe in the Hyundai. But I've always loved the Group 4, the M4. It's just a car that I thought responded really well to tuning. You could do so much with it with a tune, and you could set it up different ways for different styles of driving. And I would really have loved to have had do a one car. If there was a one car, a one make sort of Group 4 championship, I reckon that'd be the best. And tuning, that'd be the car to go.
we ask Claude all the time, Claude, turn your Discord notification sound off.
Is that me that's beeping, is it?
It's a bloop.
Look, just everybody stop using Discord, all right?
Sorry, Claude. That was me. Sorry.
Hang on a sec. There we go. I've turned it down. Yeah, so the BMW, the M4, for me, and I think the very first one I had done up in a Boost Media livery, which was not the actual one, it was some commemorative one. It got the okay from Heil Hitler himself, and I got to and I got to run it. But I think that's only because it was early days still. I think if it was today, you'd get nothing.
Oh, wow.
I kid. Of course I kid.
No, you don't.
Yes, I kid.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding.
Oh shit. Prusky says, remember that bloke that keeps spinning the pace car? Trying to get off topic. But I can't now. Scooter says, sorry, what? Brocky, yep.
Brocky gets it.
Yep. There's a hashtag going, oh God, oh dear. Buffer says, wow, it's a good thing after 9. Yeah, fucking too right it is. I also want to get some quick feedback on the Wide World of Sports things I've been doing. Just sort of having a bit of, I just sort of have a bit of fun with it, you know, something a bit different, you know. We don't have to be always so straight up and down, you know, got to do this, and this, by this, and this, you know. Let's have a bit of fun with it, because I do love that voice, you know. And tonight on Sector 1 Sim Racing, I do like playing, that voice is one of my favourites of all time.
I still think we should have sent out the uncut version.
That was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. There is an uncut version. The Ragged Edge boys and the Admin guys get to see the uncut versions, which are pretty good, pretty funny. But yeah, so something a bit different, just sort of, you know, keep it a bit fresh, and you know, with things like that as well. But yeah, there's not, so I'm just having a look here.
Yeah, I think he
Na-
gets the right scooter.
Yep, and NASCAR's just flied into my inbox and just gone, wow.
What have you done?
That's your fault, Claude. That's all you,
That
mate.
is. Yep. Everyone will go back and just try and clip this little part as well. They'll be like, oh, look at this. Wowee. Yeah, good bit of fun. So we might finish up there, guys. Unless you got anything else you want to talk about, guys in chat, please fire it in there. If not, we will finish it up. I do apologise for the lateness tonight. My stream, I don't know what happened. It just decided not to work properly. So gonna probably have to do that tomorrow and Saturday and that with work with Troy and Claude and see if we can't get mine working. So we're all good to go on Sunday. Of course, coming up on Sunday is Group A Round 2 of the Aussie Hampton N3 Challenge and the Next Level Racing 458 Competizione. Looking forward to that. That should be an absolute rip snorter. Get around it. That will be live from... what are the two cars that missed the list, Ghost? The two cars that missed... the VIP Aston. I drove that around Tsukuba for 52 laps and it looked after me. And of course the Cat Racing 86 in its VV colours. Cat Racing stood for Krakatini Racing, and that was Dan the Man and Pruski. Us three were the VV racing team because we're pretty much the three biggest bogans going around.
That's in the 86, eh?
Yep, that was.
And were they a community series car as well?
Well, that was a separate kind of series, so it was sort of just a fun during the week one. So I think we will look at sort of bringing those style events sort of with sort of everyone, and you know, a lot of teams have got their own design language now, which is really cool. So you know, teams can work with that, but we'll definitely stay tuned. Stay tuned because it'll be too very soon. We'll work it out. So a big thank you.
All stream difficulties.
Yeah, we'll get through it. We'll push through. So just be aware, guys. There may be a couple of streams this season that, you know, just a little bit sort of, you know, not as up to the normal standard they have been. It's just because we are ironing out some issues with this new software we're using. We are going to persist with it because it is better. It's just at the moment it's just been a royal pain in the rectum. What's this? Only because I got turned on lap one every race that season. No, you didn't, Lucas. No, hang on a second. Hang on. No.
See what you've done now?
Besides race one at Yummy, I smashed every race. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, come on. At St. Croix, you should have beat me, but you didn't. At Tsukuba, you were nowhere near me. You were never going to beat me. No one was going to beat me that season. No one. Not even you, mate. We did have an epic race at Yummy, though, me and him. It was fantastic. Had a lot of fun. I'm definitely not reading that, Womble. Yep, cool. I didn't mean to post that. Yeah, pig's ass, he didn't. Big thank you goes to Troy tonight for the clutch coming up Trump stream right at the last minute. So well done, mate. You seem to be working on your end, but not on my end now. So yeah, because that makes sense.
Yeah. Don't know. Just, as long as we're not echoing and we've got voices coming across, seems like we've got somewhere this week.
That's it. Massive thank you goes to Jamana for joining us.
Thank you, boys.
Thanks for joining us, mate.
Claude, thank you as always, mate.
No problem.
Big thank you to our viewers. No, it was not as sort of what you're used to in the Microsector. Normal business will resume in a fortnight's time. We'll get some special guests on. The top 5 will be back. So we'll make sure of that. But we just sort of wanted to iron out the cobwebs since we got the new contract for season 2. We might not get an episode 2 the way it's going though. But other than that, be sure to join us on Sunday from 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time for round 2, Group A, you idiot, from Brands Hatch. But other than that, big thank you, enjoy your night, and you've been listening to The Microsector.
live and free.